Hello everyone. Good morning. This is it's 10:47, and one of the things that we're deciding to do now is look at between the hours of 10 and 11 every morning that we'll do something called Mahadi Sheu's hour. And so basically what it means is that at this particular time, please, people should tweet about his plight, should tweet about the persecution that he's going through, and the fact that there's somebody in what do you call it now, in Katsina State, who came out to expose the corruption in Kaduna State, a lot of corruption, and he also talked about the what do you call it now, the ransom that was paid, that it was actually inflated, and there's a sort of scam that is going on where people who are in government officials are actually using the kidnappings and the ransom paying to actually enrich himself. And right now he's being persecuted. He has been thrown into detention. He was arrested. One time he was released. He was arrested again. He had COVID-19. He was treating it and getting better. They called him to appear in the court, and he did tell them that look, he was undergoing treatment for COVID-19, and then also he was rearrested. He's not feeling fine. He's there. He's facing so much persecution. And for me, the issue is this. Hello, Clara. And hello, everyone joining me. The issue now is this. Why is it that the person who is the one who is beaming light on the corruption that is going on is the one that is being persecuted? Other than the fact, of course, the corruption, the people who are corrupt want to keep in their corruption, and they are the ones in power. That's what it means. If the Katsina state government says that all these allegations are lies, and if it says that it's libelous what he has done, is that how to pronounce it? Libelous? Anyway, I hope I pronounced it right. If I didn't, please correct me. And if it is so, then they have gone to court, right? So why are they not allowing the law to take its course? Why are they not allowing the law to do what they need to do? Why are they not following the rule of law? There are courts that have said that he should be released. So why are they not doing that? Follow the rule of law. Take him to court. Prove that what he said it's not right, and he says he has proof of his allegation, and he has shown some of them. I mean, there are videos where there are recordings of his interviews that we made with some of these I think it's interviewed with some of these people who collected ransom, and they're saying that the amount the government is quoting to have paid, or that they are hearing on the grapevine to have been paid, was not what they got. They didn't get that. Balaji, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Good evening and welcome to, well, this video. Really, I wish we shouldn't be doing. I should be in my house now sleeping. Okay, yeah, I don't go to work. I have people who open my warehouses. I have staff who do the work. And like I always say to people, I pay people to make me lazy. Absolute fact. I lazy past anything. I don't like to do any work, nothing. Every aspect, people are paid to do it, and that's it. I should be on my bed either sleeping or reading or doing something fun. I shouldn't be here making demands for someone whom which the government should be coming out and applauding. The Nigerian government said to people, if you see something, say something. Why is it that people who are seeing something and saying something are not being prosecuted? Why are they being persecuted? Why are they being persecuted? No, Khalid. Come on, stop that nonsense. I hate to see nonsense like this from you. You sit down there and say that, oh, that the difference between southern activists and northern activists is that the southern... Are you for real? Are you freaking kidding me? Have you not seen the people that have faced so much persecution for government from sitting down? You just sit down there and it's always to do south and north. Why are you not coming out? Activists come out in the south when they come out, they talk. Why are you not talking? Talk. You have the numbers to put them in power, but you don't have the numbers to make demands, and then you make it a south and north and southeast. When a southern activist is arrested, you don't see it. It's only when a northern activist that you like is arrested, you see it. There are a lot of other ones that have been arrested. So persecution goes on. This government does not care what your religion is. They don't care what your tribe is. The only thing they care about is whether you are carrying arms or not. So if you're a terrorist, fantastic. They love you. This government is a terrorist government that loves its fellow terrorists that terrorize Nigerians. You've seen it, Katsina State Governor, a lot of times he welcomes terrorists to his government house. He goes into the bushes to meet the terrorists. So Governor Masari was the one that went to meet terrorists. He took a general there. The general was unarmed, but the terrorists had arms, and they sat down there like wet rags, and they were sort of like, how do I do it? Sort of like pleading with the terrorists. And yeah, so those are the one, because he too terrorizes. I remember the few months ago when I was off Twitter. Normally in the month of Ramadan, I'm off social media. And last year's Ramadan, I didn't come back because with the coronavirus and everything, I had to be, hi everyone, Prince Timmy, Y Momo, hello. I don't know what it is to wave, but I see wave. Me too, I'm waving back. And so when it comes to technology, I'm actually very clueless and incompetent. But then, you know what I do? I get people who know, I ask them, I learn from them, and I get people who can do it on my behalf. That's how you solve your cluelessness and incompetence. It's not by denying the fact. Just like the Nigerian government is clueless and incompetent, but they keep denying the fact instead of them learning, accepting that they're actually clueless and incompetent, and learning what they need to learn. So that's by the way. Anyway, so you find out that like the Katsina State government, when I was off last year during the month of Ramadan, so I didn't come back, and I think I spent about 3 months out of social media. What I was actually doing then was that because of the coronavirus, the COVID-19 had changed the business. I had to work on my business model and rescheduling my business and re-strategizing my business. So I took those 3 months off social media, just re-strategizing my business. That's what I do actually. After re-strategizing, putting things in place, putting system in place, I hand it over to my staff and I continue making my notes. And when I came back, I realized that an old man whose people had been killed, his animals were killed, and then he was angry, and then he called the president and all sorts of names and said how incompetent he was and everything angrily, and he was arrested in Katsina State. And when I came back, when I was like, what? And how did that happen? He was arrested. The president that should have been arrested was not arrested. The Katsina State governor that should have been arrested was not arrested. He's a poor man who is a victim, whose people were being killed, and who is angry. Abayomi, hello. Who is angry, and that's the one that they're coming to arrest. So Katsina State government is fond of this persecution and molesting innocent people, and but it has to stop. It has to stop. You cannot allow this. And of course, people must understand that as citizens we have rights, and that we are not slaves, and this is our country, and no Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian, and nobody can oppress any one of us. And the more we bring out our voices, so please 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. please, it's Mahadi Shewu's hour. All you need to do is just to do maybe like 10 tweets for him. You can just keep posting the hashtag free Mahadi Shehu, 1 tweet, free Mahadi Shehu, 2 tweets, or 2 Facebook posts. There are certain pictures that they're even on my page. You can see some of the graphics that have been done, just giving people an overview of what has happened. You can talk about, there are certain videos out there of him where he was speaking, where he was making those demands, and where he was clarifying things. And he has this evidence and verifiable evidence, and he has written to EFCC, petition the EFCC. And why is the EFCC not investigating? Why is the EFCC not doing this investigation? That was at the other time they sent him this thing for Tinubu to be investigated, that bullion van. The EFCC never did. The police, the EFCC, they should be absolutely be ashamed of themselves. They're constantly being used for regime protection. They should know that their allegiance is to Nigeria and Nigerians, and not to whoever is president and members of the ruling party. No, that's not where their allegiance is. They are not there for regime protection. They are there to protect the lives and properties of Nigerians. And right now, they are not doing that. Owolabi David, good morning. Mariam, thank you so much. God bless you. Momo Osin Ayatu, God bless you. Tid Ogochukwu Alise, thank you so much for your kind words, and amen to that prayers. We must ensure that we are standing for each other. It doesn't matter whether somebody, like somebody said to me, oh, why are you speaking for him? He's Hausa, you are Esako, what's the business? He's a human being, and that's all that matters. I don't care whether you and I are fighting every day. As long as they touch your freedom, your rights, anything, it's also my own rights they have taught, because injustice to one is injustice to all, and we must begin to take that on. Looking the other way when something is being done to someone, just know that you're giving them enabling environment for them to come out and do this to you. As much as I can, Mahdi Shewu's hour, I will do a bit of Facebook. I've done my tweets. I've done my 10 tweets on Twitter. I'm doing this live. I've posted some things on Instagram. I'll use on my platform to let people know that this is what is happening. To let the government know that we will not be coward. We will not sit down and look the other way. I'm going to stop this live video shortly. I'm start another one, and that one I'm going to do it in Hausa, because I'm going to be calling out some people so that they will hear me very well in the language they can hear me. I don't want my message to be lost in translation. I want it to be heard loud and direct. The hypocrisy that is worrying the North, where everything, like somebody just came on my list, oh, the Southern activists are not arrested. Yes, when they were arrested, you were blind, dumb, and deaf. Because as far as you are concerned, it didn't concern you. Oh, it is them now. It is them versus us. That's why they keep doing this. That's what they keep doing, and ensuring that people are kept enslaved, and this has to stop. This has to stop. Mahdi Shehu is any one of us. Any one of us can be taken, and we must ensure that we are standing for each other. We must ensure that we are speaking against injustice. We must ensure that we are calling out this terrorist government we have in Nigeria that is conniving with the terrorists and suppressing the people. Like I asked, I did a tweet and I asked, what's the difference between the terrorists and Katsina State government? The terrorists will arrest you, they will brutalize you, they will demand for money. Or is it because they've not demanded for ransom? Is that the only difference? Because that's what they're doing to Mahdi Shehu. They've arrested him, they've brutalized him, they've persecuted him. They've done all sorts of heinous things to him. Why? Simply because he said, this is the corruption that is going on, and this is what needs to be done about the corruption. Please, forget about some silly people that will come and start using this North and South divide. There is no North and South divide. We are all facing the same poverty. We are facing the same bad roads. We're facing the same lack of electricity. We're facing the same lack of access to good quality healthcare. We're facing the same lack of access to good quality education. We're facing the same oppression and suppression. I mean, Masari is here oppressing his people. What's that other one? Ayade is there oppressing his people. Wike is there oppressing his people. Ganduje is there oppressing his people. Remember the story when we saw Ganduje packing dollars into Babariga. Remember, the person who broke that story, the journalist who brought that story, was taken to court. You know why they are able to do this? It's because you and I are busy fighting shenanigans, busy fighting nonsense, busy saying that, oh, you are South, I'm not. You are Christian, I'm Muslim. You are Yoruba, I'm Hausa. You are Igbo, I am Kanuri. Blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, we're facing the same freaking problems. Like I always say to people, why don't we use the problems we have in Nigeria to unite ourselves and talk about issues? Exactly. Somebody is asking, where is Dadieta? That's the question. Dadieta was taken away on August 1st, 2019, and it's almost going to be 2 years now. He has said he has not been seen taken away from his house just because he made demands on government on government. Jones Abiri was taken away for over 2 years. DSS denied that he was with them. At the end of the day, Jones Abiri was found, was later released by DSS. Agba Jalingo has been facing persecution from Ayade and his government in Cross River State because of he exposed corruption. When you expose their corruption, they will turn me to terrorism. But the people who are real terrorists, who are carrying guns, are the ones who are being welcomed into the government house. And so all of those things must stop. Forget about it. I always say, for me, I'm like, unite on the problems you have. When you solve all of those problems, and you don't have those problems anymore, guess what you can do? You cannot be asking yourself, okay, hey, okay, because we now have 24/7 electricity, Nigeria is working, the unemployment has been reduced to less than single-digit percentage, everything is good in Nigeria. And can we now remember that we worship different gods? We worship differently, we worship different things, we have different beliefs, we have different... Can we do that? Let's focus on the problems. When we solve the problem, so that let us upgrade our problems. Let us unite, so that instead of fighting for good roads and all of that, we should be fighting for things like let bees have the right flowers to be able to pollinate. That's a good fight, right? I would love to do videos on that instead of doing videos for human beings to be treated as human beings. Thank you so much for joining me now. I'm going to switch over. I'm going to start another live video, but that one is going to be in Hausa. But please don't forget, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. we are doing Mahdi Shehu's hour. What it means that please do at least 10 tweets for him, or 10 Facebook posts, or 10, I don't know how it was on Facebook, but you can just be tweeting the hashtag, because we want to keep it on the front burner, and for the government to know that they cannot take any one of us and just go and go the other way. So thank you so much for those of you who join me now, and please let's remember that injustice to one is injustice to all. Let's forget about our differences when we're demanding for justice for one another, because if they do it to another person, they can do it to us. And when you make the mass, it simply says to them that, look, we will not give you an enabling environment for you to keep behaving badly, and that if you come for one of us, all of us are going to be out there. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Where is that data is something that we need to ask Governor Nasiru El-Rufai. He's the governor of Kaduna State, and he's the chief security officer of Kaduna State. The lives and properties of every citizen in Kaduna State is supposed to be under the government of Kaduna, which is headed by Malam Nasiru El-Rufai. So when we are asking for that data, El-Rufai is the person that we need to ask, where is that data? Because that data was taken away in his state, in Kaduna State. Thank you so much, everyone. Please don't forget,